Granta Audio presents Mountains of the Mind, A History of a Fascination by Robert MacFarlane, read by Simon Bubb. Oh, the mind has mountains. Gerard Manley Hopkins, circa 1880. 1. Possession. I thought of the resistless passion which drives men to undertake terrific scrambles. No example can deter them. A peak can exercise the same irresistible power of attraction as an abyss. Théophile Gautier, 1868. I was a 12-year-old in my grandparents' house in the Scottish Highlands when I first came across one of the great stories of mountaineering, The Fight for Everest, an account of the 1924 British expedition, during which George Mallory and Andrew Irvine disappeared near the summit of Everest. We were staying in the house for the summer. My brother and I were allowed to go anywhere except into the room at the end of the hallway, which was my grandfather's study. We played hide-and-seek, and I often hid in the big wardrobe in our bedroom. It smelt strongly of camphor, and there was a clutter of shoes on the floor of the wardrobe which made it difficult to stand up in. My grandmother's fur coat hung in it too, sheathed in thin clear plastic to keep the moths away. It was strange to put a hand out to touch the soft fur and feel the smooth plastic instead. The best room in the house was the conservatory, which my grandparents called the sunroom. Its floor was paved with grey flagstones, always cold underfoot, and two of its walls were giant windows. On one of the windows, my grandparents had stuck a black card cutout in the shape of a hawk. It was supposed to scare away small birds, but they regularly flew into the windows and killed themselves, thinking that the glass was air. Even though it was summer, the inside of the house was filled with the cold mineral air of the Highlands, and every surface was always chilly to the touch. When we ate dinner, the chunky silver pieces of cutlery which came out of the dresser were cold in our hands. At night, when we went to bed, the sheets were icy. I would wriggle as far down the bed as I could go, and hold the top sheet down over my head to create an airlock. Then I would breathe as deeply as I could until I had warmed up the bed. There were books everywhere in the house. My grandfather had not tried to organize them, and so very different books found themselves neighbors. On a
Sample complete. Ready to continue?